Hi there.
Areas campus on board. Like somebody left their key in the room, but it goes to this thing.
Oh no, that's all right. Hello, hello. Thank you for being early. We are going to wait just a couple minutes for some more students.
Oh, is it in another one? Ay, ay, nag-isa. Ay, Nish. Welcome. Hi!
Okay. for being on time. I'm trying to get some things situated and then we'll go ahead and get started.
No, no puedo entrar.
A ver,
En serio, mira.
How about now? Okay, hello. I think you can hear me. Okay.
Hi.
Welcome to class.
¿Qué siete qué, Sara?
Oh my goodness. How about now? Now can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. I kept talking and my microphone was not on the whole time.
Yes.
Okay. Right now, there are no students in the classroom. I'll show you. My classroom is empty again. If my classroom is empty, then we can go to the office where I was yesterday. It'll be a little easier for me. Okay. First thing I want to say is tomorrow. Oh, let's type correctly. Tomorrow. Oh my gosh, tomorrow, Thursday, July 28th, no class. I have an appointment. Okay, so see you on Tuesday, August 2nd. Okay, so don't come to school tomorrow. You will sit and wait and wait and wait.
Today no.
Next week.
So right now no class?
Tomorrow, no class, Shamsu.
Oh, right now have a class tomorrow. No.
Okay, come
Okay.
back on Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay, so
I don't like that story. I don't like that story.
for a moment. Okay, let's get going. Trying to decide the best way to do this. If it's to share. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's do it that way. Okay, I'm going to go share it from here. Share this. We're going to start here. And I think I need to make sure I have my audio. There we go. Okay, I'm going to play a button and I would just want a thumbs up from you, Jabbar, because I can see your face. If you can hear this.
Fire.
Can you hear this?
Yes, yes,
Fire.
Yes,
yes,
you can
Miss.
hear
How
it?
are you? Yes.
Playback speed. Oh, okay. So we have been talking about emergencies, right? And for us to know an emergency, we need to have vocabulary to know the words. I'm going to put this in the chat. You can come back to this another time. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but we'll just do it anyway. Okay, if you want to practice later, you can. For now, we're going to listen and repeat these words. Okay?
Fire.
Fire. I gotta hear you guys.
Fire.
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 Good.
Fire.
Hold this picture. Oh, this is a small picture. I'm gonna make these bigger. We'll do it that way. How about that?
Car accident.
Car accident.
Car accident. Car
Accident.
accident. Car accident.
Car accident.
Car
Accident.
car accident.
Oh, thank you. This person, he has a thing in his throat. This is choking. Not coughing, choking.
So
Choking.
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 Like choking.
Choking. Choking.
We talked about these. We said chemicals. But another word, chemicals that are bad to eat, poison.
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 Good.
Injury.
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 Good, good. An injury, you got hurt.
Injury.
Chest pain.
Injury. Chest pain.
Chest pain.
Chest pain.
Chase.
Pain. Chest pain.
Pain is a symptom of a heart attack.
Chest pain.
Chest pain.
Chest pain.
Chase pen.
Weather.
Water.
Weather.
Water.
Weather.
Water.
Let's make this picture a little bigger so we can see her a little better. Oops. Hello. It moved a little too fast for me.
Unconscious.
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 Good. Unconscious.
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 It's like you're out. Like a cannot
Unconscious.
be done.
Está hablando la señora.
People are hitting, fighting, fighting.
Fighting. Fighting.
Good. Fighting. Oh, last one. Robbery.
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 Robbery. Robbery.
Robbery.
And we can come back to that if we need to. But let's do this one now. I want you to look at
Excellent.
the picture. What do you see in the picture?
Car
Accident.
It's a
Car
car
accident.
accident.
car accident.
And injury.
Accident.
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 Car accident.
استلمتنا بعد.
I'm sorry, one moment. I want to do two things at one time. There we go. Right, so car accident.
Someone get injured.
Someone is injured.
Someone calling 911.
Someone calling 911. Someone calling 911.
Let me help you. Someone
Someone
is calling
is calling
911.
911.
Great.
Someone calling is 911.
So let's get some more information here. Okay, this is not working for me. Maybe I'll put it in the chat. I'm sorry. I got this.
Someone.
Chat. Okay, so we said it was a car accident. We said someone is injured.
Injured.
We said someone is calling 911. Let's get some more information. The name of the woman. What is her name? Give me any name you want.
Sarah.
We're going to write a story. What's her name?
Sarah.
Sarah. Sarah is calling 911.
Oh, Sarah is calling 911.
Okay. What about the man and the woman? What are their names? Give me a name for a man.
John.
John. John is helping. What is the woman's name? The
Mary.
injured woman.
Mary.
Say again.
Mary.
I can't hear you. It's so quiet. I'm trying to listen, Jabbar. Say again.
Mary. Mary.
Mary. Okay. John is helping Mary. All right. Let's see. We can make a story of this. So we have, I'm going to put it on my lap. I'm just going to sit on the table for a moment. No idea. All right. So I say there is a car accident. Mary is injured. John is helping Mary. Sarah is calling 911. That's a good story. We wrote that story ourselves. We looked at a picture, we give the people names, and we can tell a story. Let's see if we can find another picture to tell another story. Go to images, and we're going to look for emergencies. Let's look for fire emergency. We want to find a good picture that gives us a lot of information, a lot of things to say. Well, maybe I'll just pick, let's just look at this picture. Oh, it's a small picture. Not a very good picture. Okay. Tell me a story. What do you see in this picture?
Fire. Fire
There is a
in the
fire.
building. In the building.
Say that again, Jabbar.
Fire in the building.
Fire in the building. There is a fire in the building. Is it a big fire or a little fire?
Big fire.
Big
Big
fire.
fire.
Big fire.
Fire in the big.
Do you think a person called 911?
No.
No
Because
people called 911? No one called 911. That's why it's a big problem. They did not act fast. What are the firefighters doing?
Fire.
I think they are looking. The firefighters are looking at the building.
Fire is the building.
The fire is in the building. I think the fire is too big. Okay, so now we have a story. The story is there is a fire in the building. The fire is big. No one called 911. The fire is too big. The firefighters are looking at the building. Okay, that's a good story. Let's find one more picture and you can tell me all about the picture. Let's look for a medical emergency. Not a real one. Gonna find one good picture. All right, I'm gonna go all the way back up and I'm just gonna grab this one. Okay, someone tell me a story. Tell me about the picture.
This picture is inside the emergency room.
Okay, it's inside the emergency room.
And there's a doctor and a patient.
Great. What's wrong with the patient? The woman who is sick? What's wrong?
Old woman.
The old woman is sick? What's the problem?
Yeah.
I think she has a fever.
Oh, okay. They are in the emergency room. The old woman is sick. She has a fever. The doctor is there. What does the doctor do?
Trying to help.
Yes.
The doctor is going to help. How does the doctor help? What does the doctor do?
Talked with the old woman.
All right, she talks with the old woman. The doctor talks with the old woman. Good. So now we wrote 3 stories today. They're short stories, but we used words we know. So next time we can share those stories and read them again. All right. Okay. We're going to do a little reading. Okay, we wrote a story. Now we can read a story. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Okay. I would like to make it bigger. Just a little bit. Okay. So we're going to just look at the story and we're not going to talk. I want you to just look for words you know. You're like, aha, emergency. I know this word. Ah, number. I know this word. Okay, so just look and think for a moment. Look at all the words. Okay, so I think maybe we had some time to look for words we know. I see words like 911. I see words like hamburger. I see words asked. I see Burger King, police car.
Dispatcher.
Oh, dispatcher. You know dispatcher. I like that. We talked about dispatcher yesterday.
Yes. Melissa, isn't that true? If
What?
anyone called 911 for, for nonsense, is the police gonna take him?
Maybe we'll talk about it after everyone has a chance to read it. Okay, so let's listen to the story.
The emergency number is 911.
The emergency number is for emergencies. An emergency is a fire. An emergency is a crime. An emergency is an accident. Steve dialed 911. What is your emergency? Asked the dispatcher. They put a tomato on my hamburger, said Steve. Excuse me? Said the dispatcher. They put a tomato on my hamburger. I hate tomatoes. I told them no tomatoes. The dispatcher said, Sir, a tomato is not an emergency. The dispatcher hung up. Steve dialed 911 again. What is your emergency? Asked the same dispatcher. They put a tomato on my hamburger. I hate tomatoes, Steve said. The dispatcher asked, Where are you? I will send the police. Steve said he was at Burger King. The police arrived at Burger King. They put Steve in the back of their police car. They took him to jail.
Okay, so what happened?
Funny story.
It's a funny story. Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened in the story?
Steve
Uh,
called 911.
Okay.
Yeah. So 911 is for emergencies. Steve called 911 because of a tomato. Is a tomato an emergency?
It's not.
No.
No, a tomato is not an emergency. If you call 911 and it is not an emergency, it is true, maybe a police will come to talk to you. When you call 911 and it is not an emergency, then you are taking too much time from the police and the 911 operator. We want to make sure if there is an emergency, people can answer the phone. If the dispatcher is on the phone talking about tomatoes, a person's help a fire, they cannot get through. So let's try to read this one by one. I want to see if there's a way to, is there just a way to sentence? Oh no, that's not what I wanted. We'll do that one later. Okay. So let's just go ahead and read this one by one. Let me see who's in here today. All right. How about I have Maria. Maria, can you read the first sentence?
Que lea la primera. Sí.
The emergency number is 911. The emergency number is for emergencies. An emergency is fire. An emergency is crime. An emergency is an accident. Steam. Delay.
Dial.
Dial 911. What is your emergency? Scan the
Dispatcher.
dispatcher. They put a tomato on my hamburger, saying, "Stay, excuse me, excuse me, Melissa." Me saying the dispatcher, they put a tomato on my hamburger. I hate tomatoes. I told them no tomatoes. The dispatcher said, "Sir, a tomato is not an emergency." The dispatcher hung up
Good, good.
the light 911 again. What is your emergency? Scan the same district. They put a tomato on my hamburger. I hate tomato. Stay saying the dispersion skin.
Where? Oh, is she still there? Oh no, she got kicked off. Okay, well, she'll come back. Does someone want to finish the sentence? The
Yes.
dispatcher asked, can someone
Where
finish?
are you? Where are you? I will send the police. Steve said he was at Burger King. The police arrived at Burger King. They put Steve in the back of their police car. They took him to jail.
Yes, thank you. And I hope Maria gets to come back. She did a great job reading. Yes, usually they will give you a ticket, not go to jail. There must be bigger problems here. Oh,
Maybe because he insists to dial twice.
Oh, maybe the first time they were nice and they said, shh, don't call for tomatoes. The second time
Sorry,
he called back for tomatoes.
For tomatoes.
Yeah.
Tomatoes sting when saying the dispatcher skin, where are you? I will send the police. Sting saying he was at Burger King. The police arrived, arrived at Burger King. They put Sting in the back of their police car. They took him to jail.
Jail. Perfect. Thank you so much, Maria, for finishing that. Thank you. Okay. Now, let's talk a little bit about some of these sentences. There are 5 sentences. Let's see. We move these around, I think. Wait, emergencies? What am I doing? What is this? Undo. I don't know how this one works. Hold on, let me figure this one out. So, okay. Is. The first one is. I'm going to make a sentence using these words.
Emergency.
The emergency
The
number
emergency
is
number.
911.
Oh, we're using these words though. So far we have is the emergency number.
Is 911.
We finish the sentence using these. It says for question mark emergencies.
Emergency.
Is
Call.
the emergency number 4?
Thank you.
Is
the
911.
emergency number for emergencies?
Yes.
Ooh,
Emergency.
I don't know if I like this. It's not as easy. Okay, how about this one? What can we start with?
They.
They, okay.
And then the verb put.
They put
They put
on the
Tomato. A tomato.
a
put a
tomato
rose
And My burger.
Hamburger.
Hamburger. Period.
Period.
Check. Woohoo! Good job. Next.
Okay.
Mm.
Mm.
It says tomatoes. Hamburger.
Oh,
I on my
I on my head.
I heard someone say I.
hate
I hate. What do we hate?
tomato
I
Tomato.
hate tomatoes.
I hate tomatoes.
on
On
Hamburger.
On
On
my
my
hamburger.
I ham.
Good job.
It was on my hamburger.
Hamburger, your tomato. Not on an emergency is.
Not on.
So I'm going to tell you that we're going to start with a
Oh,
tomato. It's the start of a sentence.
hamburger.
is
Is.
A tomato is
un tomate is
not.
no oh
no
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 No,
is your
undo.
is
Just
your
take some back.
hamburger your hamburger is not an emergency.
Okay, so your hamburger
You
is
Is
not
not
an emergency.
a tomato
We're missing
on
some letters.
a tomato on you is a tomato on your hamburger is emergency.
Yeah, a tomato
Yeah.
on your hamburger.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
try that one again. She says a
a
tomato
tomato
on
on
your
your
hamburger.
hamburger.
This is the subject.
Is
Tomato
not
on your hamburger. Here's our verb. Is not
not.
an emergency.
An emergency.
Ta-da! Good job. I think we're going to start with the police.
Plates.
What can we say with the rest?
Car.
Car? The police car?
No, the
Please
police put
put
The police. This is the subject, right?
and the verb.
Put is
put
the verb. Put what? Put who?
put back.
Put back?
Put him.
Put back is a different kind of verb.
Put him.
It means a little different. So put him
Put him
In
in
back
in
back.
the back
The
of
back.
of
Back.
their
their
police
police
car.
Police car.
The police
Let's
put
put
him in the back of their police car. Okay, so this is the subject, the verb, and the rest of the information. Here we have in the back. In is a preposition
of
of
police
their police car. Of is a different preposition. We can learn that one another time.
put.
All right, good job. Let's see if there's another activity for us. All right, now we're going to write the words. I'm going to ask you to put it in the chat so I know you can spell it. Okay, so the first one says, the emergency number is 911. The emergency number
911 is
for emergencies. Okay, type is in the chat so I can see it. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Nadia. Is IS. The emergency number is for emergencies. An emergency is a fire. An is a crime. What word goes here?
Emergency.
Emergency. Can you spell emergency in the chat? Everyone can practice writing emergency in the chat. The more you practice writing a word, the easier it is to remember.
Hat. Hat. Yes.
Okay, I see Nadia wrote emergency. Can someone else write emergency too?
Es que ya salió.
I'm going to wait for one more person to put it in the chat.
Una persona tiene que decir en el chat. Ay, ¿cuál está diciendo?
All right, thank you, Erica. Emergency, E-M-E-R-G-E-N-C-Y. Emergency. Great. An emergency is a crime. An emergency is an accident. What was the name of the man who called 911?
Number.
Men.
Do you remember the name?
Yo pensé que era esta.
Let's see. I see it down here. You can always look.
Steve.
Ideally,
See the
911.
man's
Steve.
name. You can
Steve.
look later. Yeah, Steve.
Steam.
Steve. S-T-E-V-E. Steve. Steve
Steam.
dialed
Steam.
911.
That's
It's Steve.
Steam.
Steve. Like very violent virus. I'm gonna take a minute, Scott. Okay. What is your emergency? Asked
Ask.
the what's the word?
Dispatcher.
Tomatoes.
Tomato and hamburger.
The person he called. The person says, what is your emergency? What is the name of
Melissa.
this person?
Dispatcher.
Melissa Tomatoes.
Dispatcher.
Dispatcher.
Dispatcher. Someone type the word dispatcher in the chat. Oh, thank you, Nadia. Yes, you can look in the text. You can look for you don't have to like remember everything. Reading
Dispatcher.
is looking for information and understanding information. I don't know how to spell every word. If I can't remember hamburger, I can look. I see, oh, that's hamburger. I can copy it. Okay, so we're going to copy dispatcher. I see Nadia and Jabbar wrote it in the chat. So dispatcher, D-I-S-P-A-T-C-H-E-R, dispatcher.
Dispatcher.
They put a tomato on my hamburger, said
Steven.
Steve. Yeah, there we go. Steve again. Excuse me, said the dispatcher. They put a on my hamburger.
Tomato.
Tomato. Someone put tomato. Oh, wonderful. I see Nadia wrote tomato. Nadia, you wrote tomatoes, right? So
Tomato.
that's more than one. This
Oh,
is ah.
right.
This is for only one. So one tomato. They put a tomato on my hamburger. I hate tomatoes. Okay. On his hamburger, they put one tomato. He says, I hate tomatoes. This is in general, I don't like any. All tomatoes, many, many tomatoes, I do not like. Okay, let's figure this one out. I told no tomatoes. Who did he tell?
The person,
Oh, I see Nadia's got it.
the person.
I told hamburger, not tomato.
Yeah, I told them. No tomatoes.
Them.
Them is similar to they. Like I and me are similar. They and them are similar. I told them no tomatoes. The dispatcher said, sir, a tomato, not an emergency. Nadia's got it. Anyone else want to add in there?
You.
Okay, so we have the subject, the rest of the information. We need the verb to connect them. Sir, a tomato is is not an emergency. The dispatcher hung up.
Ask.
Steve, 911 again.
Is
Don't.
Dialed.
Dialed.
Dial.
Dial. Yes. Dial means to put the numbers in. Numbers in. Dial is always with numbers, to put numbers in. Steve dialed.
Right.
D-I-A-L. This is dial. Past tense. E-D. It's in the past.
Dial.
Steve dialed
Dial.
911 again. What is your emergency? Asked the dispatcher. Now this one is particular. I don't know if anyone will get it because we need to see the rest of the sentence to go back. Okay. What is your emergency? Asked the same dispatcher. S-A-M-E. Same. The same dispatcher. So if the person he called the first time is Elizabeth, he calls Elizabeth again. The same person. Is not a different person. They put a tomato on my hamburger. Tomato.
Said. Said.
Thank you. I
Said.
hate tomatoes.
Oh.
Steve said. The dispatcher asked where you.
You.
What can go here? Where you. Right? I see Nadia has it. Where Where are you? A-R-E. I will send the police. Steve said was at Burger King. Who is at Burger King?
Is
Who is at Burger King? Steve is at Burger King. Steve said he was at Burger King. The police arrived at King. What word?
Burger King.
Burger
Burger.
King, yes. Can you spell Burger King for me?
Burger
Can you,
King. Burger.
can you spell?
Burger.
What are the letters?
Burger. Burger. Burger.
B
B U
R
R G R.
E R. Thank you. B-U-R-G-E-R. Burger King.
Burger. Can they put
What?
the
Are you reading for me, Shamsu? Go ahead.
banana?
Oh, I was listening. They put Steve in the back of police car.
This car.
There, I see Nadia has their. Yes, their police car. We can say, Steve, they put Steve in the back of the police car, but there means the police who are at Burger King, it belongs to these police. Not any police, these police. They took him to jail. Womp womp. But you guys are so correct. Look at that. The score is 100%. That was amazing. All right. I do have a couple more activities. I thought maybe today would go too fast. I think now is a good time for a 10-minute break. So come back in 10 minutes. It is 5:55. Come back 6:05. Okay? I will see you in 10 minutes.
Melissa,
Thank you.
Yeah.
one appointment.
You have an appointment?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
See
Okay,
you later
Maria.
next week.
We'll see
See
you
you later
tomorrow.
next week.
No, not tomorrow.
No,
There's no class
okay.
tomorrow. I have an appointment tomorrow.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, I'll see you Tuesday. Bye, Maria. Bye, Erica.
Bye. No, usted es muy loco, ya usted me llama bueno.
Okay, I am back. I see Jabbar and Maria are back. Got who else? Shamsu and Nadia. All right, perfect, Nadia. Great. All right. So we have talked about. I'm still getting some feedback. I definitely want to. Sorry, 1 second. I want to make sure I'm not making too much noise for people. Okay. So we talked about tomatoes. Tomatoes are not an emergency. Okay. So let's take a short quiz, which is like a test, to see if you know what is an emergency and what is not. All right. We're going to read the situation and we're going to pick emergency or not an emergency. My brother has a little headache today.
Not emergency.
I would agree, not an emergency. Good job. Thank you, Jabbar.
Thank you.
Check. There we go. There is a big fire in the apartment.
A, emergency.
Emergency. Good
Yeah.
job. Oh, look at me, little smiley face. Oh, there was a car accident. A man is hurt.
Emergency.
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 Yes, I agree. Emergency. My uncle is overweight.
Not.
No.
Not, she's just a little bit.
Emergency.
Great. Thank you, Marie. Not an emergency. He has a little cough today.
Not emergency.
Not an emergency.
Great. And the last one. My daughter broke her leg playing
Emergency.
soccer. Right.
Emergency.
Emergency.
Great. Perfect. That was so easy. So let's talk about some things that, let me see if I can download this so I can edit it. I'm gonna open it from here. Let me. Oh, nope, wrong one. Wrong document. There we go. Can I edit it? There we go. I want to be able to type. And then I'll go back to, oh, it's not sharing. Share my screen. There we go. Let's make it a little bigger. Nope, not like that. Whew. Oh, wow, that's big. Okay, calling 911. Lost my cursor. Make sure I'm back in the screen so you can still see me. Great. Okay. Directions. Call 911 if there is an emergency. Be ready to tell the emergency operator, the dispatcher, what the emergency is, the location of the emergency, your name, your telephone number, how many people are hurt, and other information. Don't call 911 if animals are injured or if your children won't eat their dinner. Complete the list below. Okay, so there are 7 lines here. Let's give me 7 things that you should call 911.
Okay.
It's like,
My son, sorry. My son attacked her. Attacked her hard.
My son attacked her. Is that what you said?
Attacked heart.
Oh,
Heart.
heart attack. Great, great. My son has a heart attack. Is that correct? Is that what you want to say, Jabbar?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yes. Do we agree? Marie, Shamsu, do you call 911 if your son has a heart attack?
Yes, it is an emergency.
Yeah, call 911. Give me another reason to call 911. Something, another emergency.
There's a fire in my neighborhood.
There is a fire in my neighborhood. Oh, neighborhood. There we go. Perfect. I agree. I think you should call 911 if there is a fire. Something more.
There's a car accident on the next street.
Oh, Nadia's getting all kinds of fancy. There is a car accident on the next street. A little loud.
Someone is not birth in the street.
Someone is not something in the
Yeah.
street. Say that again.
Birth.
I heard birth. Someone is giving birth in the street, like a woman is having a baby?
No. نادية ما يتنفس يعني.
He said, I think he said he can't breathe.
Breathe, sorry.
Excuse me. Yes. I'm so sorry. It's difficult to understand people when I can't see their face all the time. Okay. You said there is a man not breathing in the street. Or saying there's, yeah, that's good. Three more things to call 911 for.
A little girl injured herself.
All right, a little girl injured herself. Okay, now I think we could also say over here, and don't call 911, a little girl injured herself. When is it an emergency? Lots of blood or broken bone, right?
Yes.
Blood or broken bone. Do we need to call 911 for a small cut on her finger or a scratch on her elbow? No.
We could fix it
Small
at home.
Yeah, we can. A Band-Aid or a wrap of some kind. Small cut or scrape. All right.
Pharmacy, glue, cutting hand.
Shamsu, when do you call 911?
Sometime bigger fire and call 911.
All right. You said a fire in a car or fire and a car accident?
Cars.
Okay.
Dirty.
Okay, so Shamsu says to call 911 for a car accident. She also said for a fire. That's perfect. Last one.
Someone trying
What
to invade
about-
my house.
Yeah, someone is trying to break into your house. We have things about medical and things about fire. We need to think about the police also, because when you call 911, the police can help you.
Yeah.
Okay? So someone is trying to break into my house. A person wants to come in my house. This is my house. Okay. Tell me something we do not call 911 for.
My dog surgery.
My dog needs surgery.
Uh,
Someone,
my dog surgery.
Great. Anything else?
Okay.
someone coming in my house. I call him stealing my house. Coming someone. I call 911.
Yeah, we're going to put that over here. Someone comes in my house and is stealing. Call
Yes.
the police. That is a good thing to call the police for. What is the thing it is not important for the police?
My child want to sleep. Does not-
sometimes I'm like, please send anyone. My child will not sleep.
My son need burger.
My son needs a hamburger.
Yeah.
I like that. Anything else? There's lots of things to don't call 911. For example, I don't want to work today.
Mhm.
I want to sleep. My alarm on my phone is making me crazy. Mm,
My
What?
brothers are fighting.
good, good. My brothers are fighting. Yeah, I mean, depends. Sometimes if they're fighting and like too much, you might call the police if it's too much, too violent, too much injury. Okay, one more.
I burn my finger.
A little burn when you're cooking dinner. I burned my finger. I do not need to call 911. No police, no medical, no fire department. Okay, perfect. Okay, so there are many things to call 911. In general, we say call 911 to stop a crime, report a fire, or save a life. In general, these are the reasons to call 911 to stop a crime. If you come home and a person was in your house and they left, they are not there, that is not an emergency. You call the police, but not the emergency number. So stop a crime, report a fire, save a life. All right, let me switch my documents. Wow, did I close it? No, I closed all my links. Oh no, where's my documents? Let's go all the way back up and see if I can undo. Okay. Undo and undo. Call 911. All right. Okay. Whew. There we go. I was worried for a moment. Leave, and we're going to bring this back over here. Can you see it's a pink page and it says heat wave in Canada? Can you see this page?
Yes.
Okay, good. Make sure it has audio. We're going to watch a little video. This man has an accent. The man is speaking English, but it is English from England. Sometimes it is not easy to understand. Even for me, an American, sometimes it is difficult. We will listen to the man, and I don't think there is any way for me to put on subtitles, no way to make him speak slower. So while we are watching, we're going to listen and we're going to look at the pictures to see if we understand what is happening.
Good evening. Large western areas of Canada and the United States are experiencing record high temperatures, with forecasts predicting that they will last throughout this week. The Canadian village of Lytton, where the country's highest temperatures have been recorded, saw a record high of 49.6 degrees centigrade or 121 degrees Fahrenheit. As a result of the heat wave, there has been a great increase in demand for fans and air conditioners. Communities have had to set up cooling shelters for people who do not have access to air conditioning. They will be open over the hottest parts of the day from midday to 5 p.m. There have already been reports of dozens of deaths thought to be related to the rise in heat. Due to this, authorities are concerned for homeless and elderly people who are seriously at risk during this time. Experts are expressing increased concern over the links between these historic temperatures and man-made climate change. Showing that a heat wave is directly connected to carbon dioxide emissions is not easy. However, scientists have previously shown that these extreme weather events are made much more likely by industrial activity. With parts of Canada seeing temperatures higher than some parts of the Middle East, many are publicly asking for swift action. Climate emergency.
Okay, so what is the story about?
The high, the centigrade in the Canada.
Yes, high temperatures in Canada.
Temperature.
Temperatures, perfect. I'm going to put that word in the chat for everyone. Temperatures. Temperatures. Who is at risk of, who needs the most help?
The homeless people or the people who does not have air conditioner.
Yes.
Yeah.
So homeless people need help. They do not have a place for shade or for fans or for cold water. They're in the outside in the sun. It's so bad. Okay, I think we're gonna minimize. All right, great. There we go. And then I wanted to see if there was a discussion that goes with it. Oh, there is a note. Oh, I have to sign up. I don't want to pay for that. We won't do that one today. Okay. So, what did they say that Canada is doing to help people?
They open shelters.
Yeah, they have open shelters. These are cool places for people to go with cold air, cold water, and shade. Is this something that is important in Arizona?
Yes.
Do you think Arizona is hot?
It's very hot.
Yes.
Very hot. I think,
But
well, it is more hot than Canada. It is not usual, not common for Canada to be so hot. But here in Arizona, we know, yes, the summer is hot. We can prepare. But there are still people with who are homeless. I'm going to look. Heat relief station. Let's look. Heat relief Phoenix. Let's see if I can. I'm going to find a good resource because this is a thing that we do in Arizona. If it is too hot outside, the city, the county, they have places to go. Heat. I'm going to make this a little bigger. But bam, there we go. When it's above 100 degrees Fahrenheit, it's important to stay cool, stay hydrated, stay informed. Hydrated means you drink a lot of water. The Phoenix metro area will experience hot temperatures with high to very high heat risk. Heat-related illness will be possible to those sensitive to the heat, such as the elderly and homeless, individuals spending time outdoors, and those without effective cooling and or adequate hydration. Okay, so they say if you are old, homeless, have activity outside, or do not have cold water and cold air, this can be a problem. Every year, many people die because it is too hot. Arizona has a heat relief network. Okay. Give me 1 minute. Oh, it's thinking. Woo! All right. So we can look at the map. It has a little triangle, an orange triangle for a place that you can go inside and stay cool. Has air conditioning and it has shade. The blue is for hydration. You can go get free cold water. Donation site is a place you can give bottles of cold water or give money to help the community. I'm going to turn off donation centers now. Let's see, where are we? Right now, IRC, my job, is here. Olive and 43rd Avenue, the cross streets of Olive and 43rd Avenue. If I want free cold water, I can go to Cortez Park. They have a place I can drink water. Let's see, where else? Oh, excuse me. If I am too hot, I can go here to a cooling center. I think this is a church. The church says, yes, you can come in if it is too hot outside. So there are many places in Arizona, in Maricopa County, that you can go if it is too hot outside. Did you know we had this in Arizona?
No, this is the first time we heard.
Yeah, Marie or Shamsu, have you heard this before?
Yes.
You know of the heat relief. That's good. That's good. Something else you need to know about the heat is you should never leave kids, children, or animals in a car alone. The air conditioning must be on. A person should stay in the car with a child. Children die in a car every year because it is too hot and the adult, the grown-up, the parent, forgot they were in the car. It takes just 15 minutes for a child to die because it gets 172 degrees inside a parked car. That's hot. Yes, so always make sure that you take your kids out of the car or there will be problems. There is ways to help animals. If you have a pet, you want to make sure they stay inside. There is a lot of information on this website. I'm going to give this to you so you can look at it later. see if there's something else I want to share about heat. There's a lot of resources. For example, if you have a landlord, if you are renting, you have a property manager, they are required by law to make sure that all rooms are 90 or 86 degrees or cooler. Okay, we want it low, 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 low. If it does not go below 86 degrees, you can call this number and they will talk to your landlord and fix it. It is against the law. You cannot live in a place that is too hot. Something else. Okay. Another thing that happens in the summer, right, is monsoon. Have you heard monsoon?
No.
No. Monsoon. So in Arizona, it doesn't rain a lot. In the summer, it can rain. When it rains, it comes all at one time. We get a lot of water. The ground in Arizona is so dry, the water cannot soak through. The water rushes on the top. So we have floods in the summer. So we need to make sure that you are looking for flood watch and flash flood warnings. I get a notification on my phone. It will say emergency alert, flash flood warning for this area. Have you got these messages on your phone before?
Yes.
Yeah. If you are in the area, the GPS on your phone will receive messages. So you need to make sure you do not drive on a road that has water. You will wash your car away. Very dangerous. It can flood your house. If your house is near an area that gets lots of water, you want to get sandbags. It is a bag. Oh, I don't have a bag. It is a bag you can put things in. Sand. You put it in front of your door so water cannot come into your house. You can go to all of these places and get your own sand. You must bring a bag, you must bring a shovel, but they will have free sand for you to protect the inside of your home. Let me see. That's important. Let's watch this video really quick because I am looking for something. Monsoon.
Staying on top of the storm is key this monsoon. I'm Tammy Vo with the City of Phoenix with your
Hold on one
Monsoon
second.
Minute. Recently, to kick off the season, the city mailed out these monsoon inserts in English and Spanish to hundreds of thousands of Phoenix residents. This is just one of the many ways the city is keeping you informed this season. Meet the city's duty officer, a new role this monsoon to make sure that Phoenix is ready for the storm.
I am monitoring the weather that is coming from the west or the east from many locations that is going to affect our community here in the city.
The Emergency Management Office helps connect everyone at the city during storms, from the first responders to the highest level of city management. And communicating with residents is a must. Your first stop on the web. Head to phoenix.gov/update for several resources. Here you can see a list of important hotline numbers, as well as tips like how to prepare your home for storms and the do's and don'ts of driving in storms. You can also download and print monsoon safety tips in English and Spanish. While you're there, don't forget to print instructions on how to build a go kit and how to take care of your pets in an emergency. The city's communications team is working 24/7 to get important storm information to you through the news media and through Phoenix TV. And for the latest storm updates, follow hashtag PHXStorm on social media.
Let's start again. We don't need to listen to it again. Okay, so this website is very good for information on how to be safe in Arizona in the summer. We have high heat, we have floods. It is very important that we are safe in both of these things. Okay, nope, that's not the thing I want. Okay. All right, we can see in this picture, for example, it's so small. I wanted to show you just mosquitoes. There's lots of mosquitoes. I want to show, I wanted to show you a picture of flooded roads. So, Phoenix, yep, flood, driving. I spelled driving wrong. Oh, commercial.
Anita Roman now out there in the elements joining us live. Good morning, Anita.
Good morning. This is absolutely incredible. We are standing on the shoulder of the I-10. The water is knee deep. And like I said, this is just the shoulder. I'm being told that it gets even deeper as you go further in. Joining me live this morning is Mag, the gentleman who owns that silver car that you see behind us. Take us through what happened this morning.
This morning at 3:30 in the morning, I was going to work and I got stuck in the middle and the water was like really bad, really bad.
How quickly did it start coming around your car and how quickly did it start rising?
Let's say 1 minute, 2 minutes. Yeah, and then there's another car was beside me, who was a Nissan Altima. So that car was like really flooded. The car was like, the water was inside of the car.
And so you do what? You told me you rolled down your window and hopped out of the car.
Yes, I rolled down the window and jump off my car and start pushing my car and push the other cars.
Okay, so you pushed it from way down in that direction.
Yes.
Okay.
And the water is like, before it was 2 feet for me, so I don't know now, maybe it might be like 3-4 feet.
So at this point, your car is dead, and what are you gonna do?
So now I'm gonna like wait for my car dry and so I can start it, but my engine didn't get wet and inside didn't get wet, so hopefully I'm safe.
Now, you mentioned you haven't been in Arizona all that long, but you've seen flooding like this before, but elsewhere. Are you surprised to see this happening here?
Oh yeah, it's very surprising. So I never thought in my life I would never seen that right here in the U.S.
Well, we're glad that you're safe and that thank you so much for helping people. This is the gentleman we showed in our live shot just a little earlier who is actually pushing the other vehicle to safety as well. And Brian has shown you guys the other westbound lanes there. we talked to DPS earlier, and Bart Graves, the spokesperson, told us that they have at least a dozen cars stranded out here this morning. I might have counted more. We just got down here, so you can see that traffic is just stopped in the in both directions. We have police officers, DPS officers out here making sure that no one comes down out here, but it is absolutely incredible. We do have one car just far to the right. We can see him driving out. He has been maneuvering for the past 15 minutes. We've been watching him, and it looks like he was able to make it out just slightly. I'm not sure exactly if he's going to make it up the ramp or where he's going to go, but I would imagine there's a lot of relief in that sense. But again, I am just absolutely astounded. We are standing on the shoulder of the I-10, the water here knee deep, and it is absolutely incredible. As we walked down the embankment here on the side of the I.
All right. So you see that when it rains in Arizona, there is no place for the water. So the water just washes into the roads. It is very dangerous to drive in water. It is dangerous to walk in the water. You do not know how deep the water is. You do not know if there is some debris, something broken, some piece of metal, some broken glass. It is not like a lake or a swimming pool. It is dangerous. So when you see water on the road, please stay away. Okay, so I just want at this point to go to Burlington English and show you the homework you can work on. Let me get my teacher's account. Okay, so I think Marie, if you go into Burlington English, you will have red classes. I want you to work on, oops, student lessons, there we go. I want you to work on number 2, about me. When you call 911, you need to say my name, my phone number, my address. Give information to help the police, the ambulance, or the fire truck. Information to help you. So about me will give questions and how to ask and answer questions about your information. For everyone else, you will do lesson 7. It is similar in yellow, orange, purple, blue, and green. Shamsu, I don't know, maybe you are red or yellow, but it is similar. We go to student lessons, and you want number 7. Number 7 for all students says safety. So yellow class will be calling 911, using grammar to explain what is happening right now. Read about EMTs, the people in the ambulance, and other things. Okay, so I want you to work on unit 7. Shamsu, Marie, maybe you do red number 2. Okay, I think that's all I have for tonight. Do you have questions about your homework? Okay, well, thank you everyone for coming to class. Tomorrow there is no class. I have an appointment. So I will see you Tuesday, okay?
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you everyone. Have a good night.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.